Welcome back to Dragon Age, the Veilguard, where last time we did a whole bunch of companion quests, really. I believe we started with Nev's companion quest. She is hunting down or I guess investigating a Venatori blood mage by the name of Aelia, who has aligned with Algernon and kind of like used blood magic to puppeteer a bunch of people in Docktown to do her bidding. As Nev has an idea of where we might be able to find her, and that would be somewhere that would have been nearby to where we had previously rescued an earlier leader of the Threads, that she managed to, puppeteer for a bit. So we kind of returned her to that place, and, found some inventory. We found, like, the pathway was blocked, so we had to find an alternate route that Nev knew about that apparently was used, that she knew from the Threads. Yeah, we take this kind of like back entrance to Alia's hideout, and sure enough find a bunch of eventually come across like captives who Alia speaks to us through. Find some, like, rooms at which like some blood rituals obviously took place, and we met up with Alec and Rana at one point, a member of the Threads and a Templar, as they offered their help. We also had like a meeting at the Cobbled Swan before all this happened, where, we got information from Alec and Rana, but I completely forgot about that until just now. But anyways, fast forward a bit. We're now in her base. We go to confront Aelia. She summons. She's like, "You can't stop me. I'm gonna make this city better. Gonna make Taventer great again." And we fought. She summoned like a little shield of blood magic to protect herself, and then we basically had to fight 3 waves of enemies. And then the shield went down. And I was slightly disappointed that we didn't get to fight her as a boss fight. But no, she just got cutscene defeated as soon as the barrier went down. Yeah, we... Nev had the handed Aelia over to the Threads, for them to enact their vengeance upon, as she walked away coolly. Nev is kind of going down a ends justify the means kind of story arc, as she's the protector of Docktown. So she's kind of going Batman, Then, it's an awkward little scene of Tosh and Harding flirting, or at least Tosh trying to flirt, giving her a gift at Rook's recommendation of like a nice new bow. Harding liked it, but wasn't picking up on the flirtation because Tosh was being very awkward about it. And then Rook was like, "Please get it." And then Harding got it. So yeah, they're dating now. That's cute. Luganis and Nev are also dating now. Also cute. Writer stamp of approval right there. We then went to attend a funeral for Cyrian at Balara's request in Arlathon, kind of unlocking the final bit of Arlathon that we haven't been able to get to. The funeral encompassed basically lighting these braziers in like this, I guess, sort of temple complex, and to do like a little bit of a eulogy at each one. And Irulan, Nev, and what's the other guy's name? Start with an S. Other Veil Jumper guy. Kind of gave some parting words and kind of asked Balara about like this tradition, because apparently it's different than for some other clans. But there's like obstacles that are set up in the way, and people at each of the braziers to kind of remind the person carrying out the family members of the Dalish person who passed, that there's people here for them, and the obstacles that are like to show that they have the wherewithal to continue forward even without this person in their life. Yada yada. So yeah, nice, sweet scene. Except I missed a door, so I had to reload a save because we couldn't get back into that area after the funeral. So I reloaded the save back to during the funeral procession. Went through it again, opened that door, had like a little bit of lore, a little bit of a codex entry, and then we did it again, completed it again. Now that that was done, we also went with Harding to Isana Nagad, which was the sort of temple. Was it a temple complex? A dwarven structure in the mountains of the place we had previously been to, where we kind of fought the Titan part version of Harding and some Darkspawn and shit. Or not really Darkspawn, undead and shit. Rescued some dwarves. We went back there to speak with Stalgard, because Harding was like, "Can I get permission to go to Kalsharok?" So yeah, we climb up the mountain, me looting everything, as Harding yaps about her worries and what she's learned, and eventually we kind of get to not really the summit, but we get to where Stalgard, as well as a woman by the name of Duna, I believe, his sister, basically, Stalgard's sister, are. And so yeah, they introduce, or he introduces his sister. She's interested in learning more about the Titans, and this new like stone sense, like heightened super stone sense that Harding has. And so Harding's like, well, the best way to explain it is just to kind of show you, as I guess she somehow found a way to kind of share the eternal hymn of the stone with everybody. And yeah, they're like, wow, that's cool. And yeah, Harding reflects on her journey and Titans and whatnot, and shares what she has learned of the Titans and their ancestral link to the dwarves. But yeah, nice little epilogue scene, basically, of her quest. Then we have a little. Then we do Tasha's companion quest. As we have to go to Shathan, her mother's house, for checking out this like translation of this tablet that we got way early in her storyline. And we find the house empty. There's some blood. Tosh gets understandably upset. Kind of calls for the help of the Lords of Fortune to help find her mother, as Isabel, fade back in. Isabel is there telling us that one of their own, one of the Lords of Fortune, Cutter, kind of betrayed the organization, captured Shathan, and brought her to the Dragon King, who is holed up in Sharkmouth Volcano. And so we go to the Rainy Coast, start making our way there. As Tosh kind of, with her enhanced senses due to being an Adari Kunari, sort of fire dragon born Kunari, follow the scent, fight several Atom and whatnot, and eventually kind of make our way to the area of the map that had been blocked off for like the entirety of the game thus far, and we make our way to Sharkmouth as we go into the volcano. Isabella and the other Lords of Fortune will be like running interference, I guess. Lava level. Fight through on Tom as we go through this like old Grey Warden keep that's built inside of the volcano. Of a very much active volcano, by the way. Lava everywhere. As we eventually get to where the Dragon King had a bit of a yawn there. We eventually get to where the Dragon King is kind of holding Shathan captive, but we also fight Cutter along the way and kill him. But apparently we walked the exact path that they had planned us to walk through, and so we get stuck in a giant cage. Kind of get, the Dragon King is like, you're weak for like denying your draconic heritage or whatever. But me strong, and me show you by not fighting you directly, and instead just kind of capturing you in a cage and not fighting you. Shathan, though, manages to kind of resist the Dragon King's clutches for a moment to kind of bring the cage back up, freeing us. And then, the Dragon King smacks her upside the head with the tablet that we're here to retrieve, alongside Asha's mother. And then we go to confront the Dragon King. We face him, but he throws a dragon at us, basically. And we very, very quickly defeat said dragon. And again, second antagonist in a row, where we do not fight directly. Instead fight some minions of it. In this case, a dragon. So like better fight than the last one, but which was just a bunch of mooks with Nev. But like, yeah, he gets cutscene defeated. We don't actually fight him directly. We moiter him. Okay, so I was in the middle of a match of Naraka. I'm doing okay now. How is you? I'm doing all right. I'm chilling. Recapping. did a lot of shit last time. No idea what Naraka is. How is that? What is that? But anyway, volcano goes active, so we have to make a hasty retreat. Yeah, Tosh kind of mourns over their mother's body, and before we're like, we can't really bring it, so we leave it in the volcano. Not quite sure why. Could have literally just lifted it up, but still. Yeah, so that. And then after that, we had some follow-up quests for Ruvani Coast, which was like, you know, the Rowan of the Lords of Fortune wanted us to help out a compassion spirit, kind of bring peace to the dead. So we fought like several groups of dead mages and chantry zealots from like the Mage War, the Mage Templar War, the Inquisition, and Dragon Age 2 for more information on that war. There was also, we came across a spirit of adventure who wanted us to get some treasure, which basically made us backtrack through the entire map, until eventually, fighting some undead each time, some undead pirates each time, as we got like these clues of where the treasure was, till eventually we got to that one spot for that. Since the very beginning of me exploring this area, I'm like, there's a thing behind that. And sure enough, there was a thing behind that wall. And we got some treasure. And what else? There was another treasure hunt quest as well, this time inside the volcano. It was fucking confusing. Or I guess two of the hints were misleading. As we had to go around finding these statues that gave names to these wardens, and like mentioned like the kind of weapon or armor that they wielded, and then we had to have some statues face the correct direction. The only hints you have for which statue is which was like, you know, a nameplate nearby. It took like 30 minutes to fucking solve. Not because I didn't understand it, but because two of them were fucking inversed for whatever reason. So that was annoying. But we eventually got it by definitely not looking it up. Smile. We got a bunch of treasure. Yay. That's where we ended. Yippee. Now, we basically just have Emmerich and Davrin's stories to do. So I imagine that's going to be the main focus today. But we got like a little one here. Little epilogue for Tosh. Voiced.
Come on over to get ripped and equipped.
Ripped and equipped, huh? Oh, I'm too broke. Arvalin Throne. Bloodstained Journal. The invitation mentioned Crow, but we're not at the Crows. I don't know if I have it more. 636. God damn.
Oh,
Not for
that's
you.
some helmets.
Ah. Laura joins Tosh at the Hilt for an evening of casual drinks and storytelling. Yippee! Time to drink and chill.
So, Tash pries the enormous ruby out of the statue's eye socket. Except then it wakes up, and now it's real pissed that it's missing an eye.
Oh, my. What kind of statue was this?
Big snake.
How big?
Like, what, the size of a horse?
30 feet tall. Had the size of a wagon.
How'd you get up there?
They carved the scales. Made okay handholds.
And now we've got a giant, angry, one-eyed snake statue trying to swallow Tash whole.
Wait, how does that work? Where would they go? Did it have a stomach?
Wait for it.
Best part is, while Tash is pounding that snake's nose, she's still holding the ruby in her other hand. Maker's panties, I was so proud.
Oh,
Ah, shit. They're still holding it, sorry.
What are you doing?
Pulling a barv.
Oh. Okay.
a barv.
Tradition in the Lords of Fortune, from one of our old members, Barv. Good guy, but like most of us, his plans went sideways a lot. Bad blood among your crew's not good for morale, but there's not always time for big, drawn-out apologies. So, when one of us screws up and we know we've screwed up, we do a quick 10 to put it right. Pulling a Barv. Oh, there we go.
Self-improvement and exercise.
Any reason you can't just apologize?
Sometimes people say, oops, sorry, and hope that fixes it. But they just want to get the whole thing over with. Trust me, I know. But pulling a barv, you sweat a little. Makes you think about it a little more. Shows the other person you mean it.
What if they mean it when they say they're sorry, though?
And that's the other reason. Some people mess up and get all dramatic. They make it about them. Oh, you know, I didn't mean it right. I'd never do that on purpose. They feel so bad about it that it's on everyone else to smooth it over and make them feel better.
Oh, okay, yes, some people might do that.
Pulling a barv puts it on the person who screwed up. They made the mess, they fix it, done.
Fair enough.
Oh, I'm glad the Lords of Fortune have Tasha's back.
Oh, Tash isn't the first non-binary member of the Lords.
Really?
It was a little before your time, but Horlicks was one of ours.
Huh.
Bastard looked better than I did in a dress or pants. And out of them, too.
Hey, yo.
So you either learn to make fewer mistakes or you get gigantic muscles.
Or both. I didn't expect the Lords to care about the stuff. Me being non-binary.
Kirkwall taught me about family. If it matters to you, it matters to me. I mean, to the, Lords.
Yeah,
Oh,
totally.
thanks.
Anyway, where was I? So, there Tash is, thigh-deep in a snake's maw and still holding the giant ruby in one hand. I yelled that we'll get them out of there, and Tash just yells back, "Get up its ass! I'll meet you in the middle!"
Okay, the stomach I get, but did it really have
Hey. Who ate the last breaded cheese wand?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I guess I thought, well, I don't know what.
It's fine.
No, they're your favorite.
Know what to do. Do the push-ups.
Balara, I know you're sorry, but you did mess up.
Gotta pull a barf.
I know.
And what do we do when we mess up?
Yes, you're right.
I'm pulling a barv.
There you go.
1,
You got this,
2,
mage.
3.
Heart's in the right place. Form's a little sloppy, though.
Bend your knees.
The story didn't get finished. That makes me sad. Library. Mementos. Alright. Let's say journal. Midway through the last page, the handwriting changes abruptly. The final line reads, "My attempts failed, but they haven't. I'm rather pleased, although your eyes will take some getting used to." Spooky. Okay. Double check, make other new quests. Hello.
I've met people in Tevinter who kill for even one of these books. At least this library's a secret.
Ah, of course.
You wrote home about it, didn't you?
Only twice.
Only twice. Begs the question of how do you even get up to those books?
Keep your stomach tight. Lock it in.
Lock in, Davrin.
11.
Controlled. Don't bounce on the bottom.
12.
Hey, do wardens not know what comes after 12? Get your ass up there.
Ah, teamwork.
I love watching the team come together in the spirit of cooperation.
He wanted tips.
Does he need help with what comes after 12?
I can still make a fist, Rook.
You're pulling yourself up an archdemon's back. You think it's gonna let you rest because your arms are tired?
13.
Keep going. Archdemon's eating a bunch of griffin babies while you wait.
Hey, 14.
Get your ass up there. Don't kick your legs like a nug. Come on.
15.
Nice.
16 would be showing off.
Uh-huh.
The form could use some work. Probably want to tighten up the legs.
Didn't see you up there.
You caught the tail end of this, Rook. I need to get ready for an archdemon. Tosh was happy to provide several sets worth of pain.
Now it's your turn. What have you got for me?
Payback.
We're gonna see it?
Final set's almost done. Slow descent and keep it going, just like before.
16?
This isn't a rest break. Don't lock your arms at the top.
17?
Just a few more. Looks
I
like
like how
you
he's
need
just like
some help.
Slav squatting on her back.
18!
Then where's 19? Keep it strong.
That's what your mother said last night! 19!
Come on, Tosh. That's a dragon's claw trying to crush you. Get that dragon off you. Get it off.
Ooh, she did a clap.
Sweaty!
There you go. Keep that up, we'll have you in heavy armor and a shield soon enough.
Thanks. Good workout. Hey, sorry for all the stuff I said about your mom.
She can take it. Whatever gets you through the last few.
This is nothing like a dragon's claw.
Come on. Drinks are on me. If you can lift them.
You're bonding. The gym bros are bonding. I was expecting them to kind of turn the exercises onto Rook. I'm gonna be honest. They'd be like, all right, Rook, now your turn.
So, tell me, what's Tosh like? I mean, when you're together.
Oh,
Together?
gossip?
Like, together? Together? Are you asking me what Tosh is like in private?
Ayo?
I think so. Isn't that what we're supposed to do when one of us is in a relationship?
Supposed to. Says who?
Well, that's what people do in the serials. The really steamy ones, at least.
Ayo?
Can you imagine if everyone acted like they were in a serial?
Orgies. Orgies everywhere is what that would result in.
Rook?
Ganas? Shepard? Rex? Float. What's up?
Algernon must be pleased.
Oh, he's
he
still
got his
shirtless.
Archdeacon back.
Hey, yo. Boop. Manfred, I challenge you. One victory for me. One victory for you. 2 victories for you. Oh no. No victories for either. Alright, I lose. Rip. One day, Rook will figure out that Manfred only chooses paper. One day. But it is not this day. No. I want to just... see how we're doing on the shop here. I think everything but Shadow Dragon should be...
I must visit the memorial gardens later. Would you care to come with me?
Yes, there are respects past due.
Welcome again.
Yes.
Yes.
Prepare yourselves.
Okay. First longbow, vestments dead. Helping hand. Oh. Dokey. Sacrifice of souls. Stop Hazenkopf from unleashing the power of the glowing lantern. Emmerich must test his necromancy and an old friendship to their limits. Emmerich and my bonds with everybody. 9. Pushes up to 9. Bring Lucanus. We're here to kill somebody, you know? Here to kill a necromancer. Partial lich necromancer. Okay.
Okay, so the plan is basically to sneak around, find Hazenkopf's lantern, and smash it. That's quite a crowd over in the manor.
Johanna's gathering. If she's mingling there, we'll be spotted. Fortunately, we have someone who could pass as a servant.
Manfred, can you pour fancy wine and nod? Send him in.
Right, Manfred. You're to find Johanna's guests and help us gather information on where her workshop might be. We'll be watching in case anything occurs.
Oh, please tell me I get to play as Manfred.
Something's going to occur.
Once we find and destroy Johanna's lantern, we'll end whatever she's planning. Hopefully before she introduces the lantern to her guests.
Damn it. Damn it, we're not playing as the
enough
boy.
time for Manfred to blend in as a servant.
Let's find a place inside to observe him, quietly.
Right.
Nodders. What's this about being quiet, you said? Really? We're going for the entrance when there's a ladder right over there that we unlock? Really? I think there's a new area.
Let's find another way in.
Johanna's last guests must already be in attendance.
There's a lot of people here. Hazenkopf must be planning to drain their souls with her lantern.
And after that? Raise more undead, I'd wager. But no ordinary revival would require such a massive store of magic.
Maybe she's trying to become a lich again.
Sounds like the party's in that main hall where we confronted Hazenkopf.
Perfect. We can watch Manfred discreetly from the balconies.
And see if Hazenkopf has that lantern on her.
like how they're like, all right, we have to sneak through the mansion. Then meanwhile, I'm rolling into every pot I see on site. Hey. Looting everything as I go. I am the best at this stuff. Yes. What is right here? Something wrong. Is that? Oh. I mean, really? Probably most likely part of the main story. Alright, that's enough terrorizing crates, barrels, and pots. I say, immediately getting back to terrorizing those exact things. Save. In case it locks us in. There's Manfred.
There's Manfred. And Johanna.
But no lantern.
Now, you were saying about a shrine in the manor.
Yes, a shrine revealed by a spectral tome, which, as an expert, I could read if our host ever lets me into the library.
An ancestral shrine? I could question the deceased there, about the location of Johanna's lantern.
Well, if a book can lead us to the shrine, let's hit the library.
I'm just waiting for our host's grand announcement.
My invitation was so unexpected. I thought Hezenkos despised me after I beat her to an unsealed crypt some years back.
Oh.
The library's to the east, right? Where we closed Hezenkos' portal into the Fade.
Why did she return to this mansion?
Johanna must have a workshop hidden here. Likely where she's prepared whatever she plans to empower with this lantern.
We're not alone.
Johanna's creatures, we must deal with them quickly.
Notes and calculations. Sinking the stable tether here was worth the effort. No prying visitors so far. Time to plot the etheric variables. Sure, we read that last time. Oh, there's still another dude. Sir?
I'd expected Johanna to post more guards.
Maybe she didn't want to scare her guests. Let's see if we can find that book pointing to the ancestral shrine. Nothing about a shrine here.
And what's a romance doing under geography?
How dare she? Oh. Glitched that out. Uh-oh.
This isn't it?
Ah, a handsomely bound volume, but no.
I mean, I heard a sound effect.
I can't even read this one.
It's written in tomb script. Intriguing, but not what we're after.
Tomb script? The heck is tomb script? We're patching up the corpse in the Blackthorn's crypts. Must find better guards.
What about this? That book just snarled at me.
Ah, there's our spectral tome. Well done.
I did it.
It's not opening.
One must be delicate. That guest of Johanna's claimed to be an expert in spectral literature.
And was interested in the shrine. Let's have Manfred hand him the book, see what he says.
Give the tome to Manfred. Urge. Huh? Hello, Manfred. There you go,
waiting
Manfred.
for us? Manfred, take this tome to the man asking about the shrine, please.
Don't worry. We'll watch from the balcony.
You got this, Manfred. I believe in you.
What's this? The Spectral Guide to Blackthorn Manor? There now. I only want to look up one thing. Ah, there is an ancestral shrine in the northwest wing.
Perfect. Let's go to the shrine.
Yes, the deceased there should be most helpful in finding Johanna's lantern. This way to the shrine.
Yippee!
I've never been to a party with so many mages without being hired to kill one of them.
I mean,
were your targets always mages?
Not all the time. But how do we kill Hezenkos? Does she even breathe?
It's unlikely. The stilling of the lungs is one of the first blessings of undead.
Don't worry. We'll find a way.
Life finds a way. Manfred, you doing, buddy?
Oh, the shrine's locked.
We must find a... Manfred?
What's he got there? Is this a key to the shrine?
Excellent, Manfred.
Good job, Manfred. Oh boy.
Oh my. A body from the house of the Verheims prepared during the Storm Age.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Well, anyone can see that.
We'll have to inter it safely in the necropolis. Afterwards.
Time to find Hezenkos. He's all yours, Emmerich.
By flame and seal. By light and flood. Open your eyes once more.
Who dares disturb?
Friends to the dead.
Friends. This one was abandoned. Lost.
Emmerich, it's getting noisy.
He's unusually obstinate. Speak! Where is Hezenkos?
Prove yourselves. What claim have you to the deceased?
He said a word.
A willing dead companion. This one concedes.
I like how
Hezenkos makes a thing that should not be. Red tapestry. Look there.
Rook, did you hear that? Manfred just...
I know. Also, we should move.
Manfred just spoke his first words.
Oh, he can talk. Manfred, say something else. Come now. You just spoke.
We have to go.
Yes, yes.
Oh. Oh. Good thing I checked back here. Glacial Loop. 25% chilled duration. An intricately engraved band. The metal never warms when warm. Just gonna jump over that body. Yep. Alright. Down that passageway. Rook, come on. Also, there's just a chair floating there. Deaths begin. Like my target applies necrosis versus demons and undead. 30-second cooldown. The entire party deals plus 25% damage versus demons and undead. I feel like that's probably beneficial for this specific demon. And I'm not going to equip it. Oh. Jesus. Striking misfortune. One coat used mostly in Grand Necropolis. What is this? Can't see it properly in this lighting. No. Alright, looking like it's no silly dwarven muscle armor, though. Good, we can't get back up. Hello. Tragedy writ in stone. I can't believe we've found the remains of famed architect Sir Godry. Sir Godry. Godry? Godry. I think it's Godry. His ancestors were the original builders of Blackthorn Manor. Godry was said to be close to finishing his life's work, repairing the estate to its original grandeur, when the Blackthorns sent word of his crushingly tragic accident. One wonders, the youngest of the Blackthorns was said to be a jealous man, or perhaps Godry uncovered something unseemly in the vaults. Once we've ferried his remains back to the necropolis, I must have a chat with the man from Emmerich's diary. All right. Oh. That's
More undead.
Johanna's work. We're on the right track.
the Reverend. There's so many switches here. It's gonna be a puzzle. You can tell.
Where's that red tapestry?
Red. Oh, hey. Kind of like a claw. Yoink.
Can't do this without a wisp.
That. Maybe we do. That symbol. That looks like it fucking opens.
This wall looks... Secret door.
Manfred, could you please squeeze through and open the door from the other side? Yes! Aha! I knew I didn't imagine him speaking.
How can Manfred talk now?
He began as a wisp that embodied what most wisps do: curiosity. I knew he was learning quickly outside the necropolis, but this level of complexity is remarkable.
Does a skeleton need to learn anything? He's not even alive.
Ah, but Lucanus, what is life considered holistically?
Why did I ask that?
Good work, Manfred.
Hope this leads to where Hezenkos is keeping that lantern.
I can only imagine what she's planning to use it for.
Hold up. Hold up. Is this? Hold up. I didn't even notice that one. E. Oh, that's this one. No? Oh no. Third one. Aren't like 4 of these are there? Oh, it's that one. When I get to there though. How do I get there though? Codex. Gilded Invitation. Dearest guest, famed necromancer Johanna Hasenkopf invites you to a gathering of like-minded colleagues in Blackthorn Manor to witness a demonstration of her newest breakthrough in the necromantic arts. While your host must keep details a secret, she assures you this evening is not to be missed. Dinner will be served after a short lecture. Of course, of course. Essence Vortex. Abilities now cost 50 momentum to activate, plus 30% ability damage. Using an ability now heals you for 1 health per momentum spent. It's away. Open the gate. Yippee! And it just dies. Seneschal's Notebook. Recent acquisitions: Grey Warden Helmet, promising provenance, Third Blight. Tapestry from Tantervale, depicting Our Lady Andraste, or Legion Theater mask, never worn. Perhaps these will bring his lordship out of his mood. He's been low ever since we uncovered those tombs in the cliffs, and what lay inside them. Oh? What lays inside them? Yippee!
Ah, another shrine.
Fresh flowers. Someone has been here.
For the fairest of flowers, may she keep her bloom in death. don't see any flowers. Oh. All this stuff. We're gonna face a mech. Alright. Use all that, I believe. Okay, what's that? That symbol. Maybe some of that will be cleared out next time we're here. But pull the lever.
This must lead to Johanna's workshop.
What's that through the wall?
Mech. She's got a fucking mech. Gundam.
Oh my word.
Mierda.
You and your little friend might work your way to my party for Karen.
Johanna, even half lich, you can't control something this massive.
Such little baby.
That glow on the skeleton up there? That's Hezenkos's lantern.
She's going to use the life stored in it to reanimate that monstrosity. Quickly, we must reach the lantern.
Oh, hello.
Take them down.
Can't believe I called it that we're gonna be fighting a mech, dude. Oh. Wasn't expecting to be able to jump up. I need to go. Making sure I'm not missing anything. this. Ink splattered note. Last invitations to send. Starvelton, the dullard. Kortenbach, did you think I'd never read that critique? Lavenhast, he dared plagiarize some of my work. That one condescending professor of antiquities, what is his name? Volkaren? Too much of a risk. I'll crush him later at my leisure. And that preposterous skeleton he drags everywhere nowadays.
This is a revenge list.
Johanna was never one to refuse a long and complex grudge.
People from the party, you?
Unsurprising.
And Manfred?
How dare she?
Did a thing? Learning so fast. That's 3 words in one mission. Whee. Had to check. Twin Palladium. Damage increases with your current momentum. Boss fight time? Not boss fight time. Sadistic undead warrior. Yeah. Got him. No. Thought Lucanus was about to fall there. Explode.
That was a lot of undead.
You may as well be for the fuel in a bonfire.
I'm seeing why Hezenkos failed that lich morality test.
We must make haste to that lantern. Unbelievable! Johanna's stolen a chamber from the Grand Necropolis and transposed it under Blackthorn Manor.
Mages. You want contracts on your life? This is how you get a contract on your life.
The Necropolis's wards here are still intact. No wonder we couldn't sense what she's been creating. Manfred had stayed above.
He'll be fine. We'll handle this.
Oh, hello. Death Chill Pride Demon. Multiple pride.
Can you release that ladder?
Thank you, Manfred. Now find somewhere safe.
Hefty keys. Alright. You know, gotta make sure. Gotta make sure it's not some secret, you know. Manfred. Oh.
There's the lantern.
Gonna make a save right there.
You gonna free the spirits inside?
We must, before we can destroy it.
Like back when you were freeing those spirits Hezenko's trapped in the manor? That took a lot out of you.
I must try, Rook.
Emmerich?
There are too many trapped spirits. I'm sorry. I can't. Another lash of power might end me.
Reminds me of a Reaper.
What's that, Valkaran? Afraid to chance death for your precious spirits? For all your fine words on the subject, only I had the courage to risk my life for our art.
I've seen Emmerich face worse than you.
I'm not the one so paralyzed by fear I couldn't seize immortality.
Johanna! Listen to me. You're right. I've never overcome fear of that final dark. I miss having a friend that could.
Yes. Always the idealist.
I'm sorry Lichdom failed you. I swear I would have helped you had you come to me. But puppeting this creature...
Puppet? Puppet? Do you think I'm staying a failed lich? I won't command my greatest creation! I will become it!
Oh. I'm sorry. How do they